your desire of. Hello, what is up everyone? My name is Doris. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If this is your first time watching my videos and you don't hate me, then why not click, hit, or smash that subscribe button right there and join the Dodo fam. So, as you guys can probably tell from the title of this video, I will be doing 25 things or 25 lessons that I have learned in 25 years. Okay, so it's like it's sort of like a tradition for me. So if you guys have not seen my 18 things I've learned in 18 years, 20 things I've learned in 20 years, 20 things I learned in 2020, then you should go ahead and watch that video. But today I thought, why not share with you guys some of the new things that I have learned in 25 years of life. I am 25. I know time flies. Like honestly, like after college, time literally just fly by like that. So make the most out of college. If you're still in college, make the most out of college. If you're in high school, then I feel so sorry for you, because whoever told you that high school is the best time of your life, they're obviously bullshitting. Or maybe it's just like a personal, subjective, I don't know. Everyone's different. But for me, like life gets better. High school isn't like the best 4 years of my life. I actually did not enjoy school at all. High rocket. So I don't know. A lot of people say like school, like high school is like the best 4 years of your life. But personally for me, it's like, no, life gets better. Like I actually think me as like a working adult, like I'm currently having a better time now at work, because I'm actually like putting in that effort. I'm giving, hello rocket. It's like I'm getting paid for my stress. But in school, it's like you're paying them to stress you out. That makes any sense whatsoever. Life gets better. Maybe that's the first thing I've learned in 25, is that life gets better. And if you are currently in middle school or like high school and you think, oh my god, the popular kids don't like me, who the fuck cares? Excuse my French, but who the fuck cares? Like, it doesn't really matter. Once you leave high school, once you leave that school environment, nothing matters, you know? I've never done one of these like mukbang type sort of videos. Mackey's edition is that everyone is winging it and no one knows what the fuck they're doing. Like, don't stress yourself out, because everyone is winging it. Like, no one knows what they're doing. Like, people are very good at pretending. Because I know a lot of friends be asking me like, hey, like you're so put together. And I'm like, yeah, I set goals for myself, but I don't know I have no clue what's going on. Like, I legit do not have a clue of what's actually going on. And I'm sure everyone is like winging it. I was actually having a chat with this uncle, like a family friend the other day, and he's like in his like mid 50s, and he was like, I was like, when do you ever feel like an adult? Because we're really close. I'm really close with that uncle. He's really nice. He's like my mentor in a way. And he basically said to me, he's like, no one has it figured out. Like, no one. I'm like 50 and I recently just quit my job. I just want to like travel around the world and, you know, see where life takes me. And again, life is a journey and I'm not going to stress myself over it, and neither should you, because you're still young. And trust me, a lot of these adults, they're still figuring shit out. They're still just winging it. So don't be tricked by people online looking like they have everything figured out, because deep down, they might not have everything figured out. It's all a facade, baby. And also on the same note, we might all be living in a simulation. Like a simulation, not stimulation. Simulation, yeah. We might all just be living in a simulation, so like don't be so worried about what people, like other people think of you, because like don't let someone's figment of imagination, you know, stop you from being the best version that you can be. Because I feel like a lot of people, especially if you live in Hong Kong, that people are very judgmental. Like if you guys live in Hong Kong, you guys will understand that Hong Kong is a very, very judgmental city, and everyone's constantly like judging you, but they'll be like really nice to you if they can benefit off of you. It's really weird, but that's my observations, I guess. I've learned to see people for who they are. It's like, let go of that imagination, or let go of your expectations and your desire of, like, let go of your imagination and your like fantasy of a person and just see them for who they are. If they're an asshole, then they're an asshole. If they tell you like that they're like, they don't want to commit into this relationship, then respect them, okay? If someone doesn't want you, then you don't have to become the person, or like try to mold yourself into the person for them to like you. It's like, things should happen very naturally, you know? And I feel like no matter how nice you are to people, some people are just not going to like you, and that's really sad, but it is what it is, you know? Like, you can be the sweetest peach on earth, on this planet Earth, and some people will just not like peaches because they're like allergic to it. But who it doesn't matter. Like, you don't have to, like, the right kinds of people will gravitate towards you if you just be you. Like, be the truest version of you that you can be, and I can like assure you that the right kinds of people will gravitate towards you. Sometimes people are just like projecting their insecurities onto you. Like, they're like, oh my god, she's so loud, or like she puts herself out there too much. It's like, bruv, it's like you're trying to put yourself out there, but you're afraid of being judged, so you judge someone else for putting themselves out there. Like, that's how I see it. It's like, if a girl is hating on another girl for no reason, they're like, oh my god, she looks slutty. It's because deep down you know that you either A, you want to do that and you don't have the guts to do it, or B, it's like you're jealous because you want to be like the other person, but you don't have it, so you hate on another female for it. And so it's like, don't ever let someone else's insecurities get the better of you, because they're just a figment. Like, someone's like or dislike of you is, again, just like a figment of their imagination. It's not real. It's like, if someone doesn't like you, like, what's it gonna do to you? Is it gonna make you less attractive? No. Are you gonna have bad luck because of it? No. Do they pay your taxes? No. Do they pay for your bills? Do they, like, why does it matter if someone else doesn't like you? Like, it doesn't actually matter. Number 5, I'm gonna have my nugget first. Oh wait, it's over here. If you're at a job and you don't like the manager, or you don't like the colleagues, and you're just not happy, then just leave. There are plenty of jobs out there for a qualified, talented individual like you. You don't have to stay. You're not a tree. If you don't like something, move. You don't have to stay where you feel like you don't belong, you're not valued, you're not cherished. Your boss treats you like shit. Like, you have the right to move, you know? If it costs you your peace, it's too expensive. Spend at least once a month pampering yourself up. And I don't mean getting your nails done, your lashes done, your hair done, nah. I mean, self-care is like cutting out the toxic waste in your life, cutting out the situationships, the bullshit, the one-sided friendships, all that stuff that isn't healthy for you. It's kind of ironic because as I'm talking about toxicity, I'm having McDonald's. But yeah, I only have this like maybe twice a month, or like once a month, or sometimes I don't even have McDonald's a month. So, you know, it's okay to eat some fast food, stay a little unhealthy sometimes, but spend at least once a month cutting out toxic, oh, I'm burping. Spend at least like once a month cutting out that toxic BS in your life. Be consistent and never give up, because, you know, things can't just happen overnight. You gotta give some time. If you want to lose that weight, get that 6-pack, it's not gonna happen over like a month. It might take up to 3 to 4 months, but if you keep on being that consistent bee, keep on pushing it through, then you will definitely get to where you want to be one day. For sure. Just gotta stay consistent. The key to confidence is self-discipline. Like, what does, because, okay, the word confidence in Chinese, it's 自信, or if you guys speak Mandarin, that's 自信. And what does that mean? It's self-belief. you know, you believe in yourself. So how do you believe in yourself? If you tell yourself that I'm gonna quit smoking and you do it, then you're gonna believe in yourself and you're gonna have faith in yourself and you think, oh my god, I actually did it. On that same note, cutting someone off doesn't mean you're a mean person, doesn't make you a bad person, doesn't mean you are unkind. It's sometimes if someone really pushes you to that level and people really disrespect you to that extent and you decide to cut them out, it's actually like a sign of strength. It's a sign of bravery. Because a lot of people just accept that, oh, like I'd rather like not, like I'd rather have shitty friends or bad people in my life than to be alone. And I just think that's such a toxic mentality to have. It's, for me, it's like quality over quantity. Always. I'd rather have 1 to 2 friends than to have a bunch of fake friends who don't show no love to me, who don't get me, who don't support me, and me sitting in a room full of people that make me feel more lonely than if I were to sit at home alone. It is that you are replaceable at work. Yes, you gotta put in that effort, work hard, but don't stress yourself. Like, you are not your job, you're not your job title. And I work in HR, and the most common word I see is replace. So it's like one employee leaves the workplace, it's like someone else is gonna replace them in a month's time, you know? So like, you are replaceable, and it's sad, but it's true. So like, yes, put in that effort, get that paycheck, and like dip. That is to trust your instinct, because your instincts, your sixth sense is there for a reason. You know, when you get a fishy feeling about someone, you don't feel comfortable around someone, there's a reason behind it, because you're picking up on their energy, and either A, your frequency just don't vibe, don't match, or 2, your body is trying to tell you something about the person. So if you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel like you can fully be yourself around someone, it's the energy ain't there. And so you gotta like trust your instincts. Honestly, your instincts is there for a reason. Is not choosing is still a choice, and I'm not taking credit for this. If you guys haven't seen Emily in Paris, then it's the last season of Emily in Paris. The first episode, it was like, not choosing is still a choice, but it's like in French. And I think that's so true. The beauty you see in other people also exists within you. The thing is, trends come and go, so you don't have to follow the trend. In fact, I think it's best if you lead the trend, you know, if you start the trend and not you following the trend. Because you know how people are like, oh, BBL was really trendy when Kim Kardashian started it all, and now it's like back to the heroin chic, which I actually hate that word, but now it's like, let's all become super skinny. It's like Y2K vibes all over again. So, and then like, I don't know, like 5 to 10 years time, it's gonna go back to that BBL. I want thicker girls are prettier and all that stuff. So don't follow trends, because it's ever changing. The next thing that I've learned is find something that you are passionate about and stick with it. Quoting this, Charlie Chaplin actually said that life is a tragedy when seen in close-up, but a comedy in the long shot. And I firmly believe that life is actually a comedy. Everything is kind of funny if you think about it. Plenty of fish in the sea. Not just fish. If you're not into fish, you got your jellyfish, you got your crabs, you got your lobsters, you got your starfish, all kinds of sea creatures. Number 12, you do not need to be an extrovert. If you like being like a homebody like myself, I like to, yeah, I have friends, I like to socialize, but there's nothing wrong with being an introvert. I like to stay at home, I like to chill out in my pajamas, I like to watch some Netflix. You know, it's chill, it's good vibes. You don't need to be out and about all the time. And I know the society keeps on making us introverts feel like there's something wrong if we don't like to socialize 24/7. Like, yes, you can network here and there, but if you like being by yourself, if you like your me time, if you like to travel alone, then do you, girl. You got this one life. You know, do what makes you feel happy. And I think that's a really important thing that a lot of people, I gotta like relay this message to a lot of people, because it's easier said than done. But hearing it from another person's mouth makes it more convincing. You are where you are meant to be. You might not be religious, but I firmly believe that you are at the right place at the right time where you are meant to be. This is where you're meant to be, you know? So don't ever feel like you need to compare your behind the scenes with someone else's highlight reel, because you got to remember when you are having fun, they might be sitting at home doing nothing. So don't ever feel like you got to compare your life to someone else's, because you never know what they're really going through. And people are very good at acting like everything is fine and they're really happy when they might be battling depression. You know, a lot of people who are actually depressed don't seem depressed, so you don't actually know what other people are going through. So don't ever compare your life to someone else's life, because you never know. Don't make assumptions. Number 14, no matter how dirty people do you, don't ever do them dirty. Like, don't ever do them dirty back, because karma's real and you gotta let karma handle it. McFlurry time. I haven't had McFlurry in a long oh, my nose is really itchy time. What other people think about you is not important. The most important thing is what you think about yourself. That is the most important thing. Like, sometimes you don't get what you want because you deserve so much better. And now looking back, I'm so fucking grateful that I didn't end up with who I thought I wanted at the time. You know, God has a better plan for me. Have you guys ever tried to dip your fry in your McFlurry? Because that's the best shit ever. Delicious.